we're making 4 infection mod fight, but every single chunk is a random block. And for this one, we've got the Mies, we've got Fungal Adventure Spore, we've got the Flesh that hates, and we've got Abomination that just got a complete balance update, so let's see how they do in this video. And we're gonna start with the Mies. Of course, they need some time to settle down and gather resources, and that is not something that is missing here. If they need to gather stuff, there's wood, there's stone, there's everything. There's also some spore spawning, of course. We're gonna place the Mies right here. Also, we're almost at 100,000 subscribers, so if you could subscribe, I would really appreciate. I'm trying to reach 100,000 before the end of the year. So if you like the content, please subscribe, and let's get back to the video. Alright, this is now a Mii colony. Now let's place a mound not too far from here, like right here. For the Flesh that hates, we're gonna give them this side of the river. Now we gotta put them, not on bedrock, of course, because they won't spread at all. Let's find a softer block. Okay, there's wood here. Let's place it here. There we go. We got the Mies, the spore, somewhere over there, and the flesh. All we gotta do is place an injector to kickstart the abomination. And I'm curious to see, can they infect Sticky Piston? Oh my god, there's a chunk of command block here. Can I use it? Yes, they're a real command block. Okay, there we go. They are spawning some stuff. Okay, they can't infect dispensers or Sticky Piston. Okay, can they infect? No, they can't. Oh my god, I placed them in the wrong spot. Okay, but concrete is fine. They're good. Well, until they get attacked by spore for some reason. Oh, and the injector can defend itself. It's fine. At least they lost their completely overpowered advantage over other infections. So this should be a bit more fair for everyone else. Now, the Mies should start in phase 2 immediately, just to give them a more advantage against these really quick infections. And like I said, they should have the resources. There's wood, there's ores everywhere. And I will move the injector somewhere where it can at least do something, just to give it a bit more chance. There is 2 glass chunk here. I wonder how it's gonna go for the Mies. Can they even dig in these structures? And will they mind your raw ore chunk? There's like 2 of them right here. Also, spore is spore relating here. I think the only thing they can infect is the soul soil. They get infested soul sand. Yeah, everything else is not infected. And it was a coral chunk, and it now updated to dead coral, except on the water. I'm surprised this world is not more laggy. For now. The Flesh I hate here is alone. And more corals are dying. As soon as one block updates, every block updates. Okay, the Mies are expanding. I think that in a world like this, they should have an advantage compared to the other infection. Because I can see no cows, nothing. Oh, wait, hold on. Cows. There's a camel over there. We are in plains. So there should be animals, but since it's not grass anywhere, well, no normal animal can spawn. Nothing, no... Maybe zombies at night? We'll see. It's about to be night. Because these infections need food to grow. They need to kill and eat. And whatever the method of consumption they have. Oh, wow, okay. I spotted that in the distance. There's a chunk of beacon over there. Okay, we can clearly see the path these insects took to infect here. It can't infect Podzol. That's so weird. I don't know what is the requirement to infect. So it cannot infect wood, but it can infect quartz brick. Huh? Let's take a look. Do we have normal mob spawning, or the mob cap is reached? I see no normal mobs. Okay. That's gonna be an interesting one. Let's take a look underground. Maybe stuff is spawning down there. Okay, we've got some spore mobs. Of course, they love to proliferate underground. And every single thing is now turned into one block. Ah, fire here. The wood chunks are burning. But even down there, there's not a lot of stuff spawning. It's so hard to distinguish what is what right now. I can see caves, but look at what? A whole chunk of honey is so weird. Okay, the Mies are building outposts with resources. That means they are doing something. Okay, they are mining. Yeah, they are making staircases, and this is normally a mine, but that is cherry logs. Okay, Spore now has Brute on the surface. Let's go take a look at the Flesh that hates. It is fine. It is spreading. It does convert glass, that's good. It's being attacked by everything imaginable right now, but these guys respawn. And it's dead. Wow, okay, well, like I said, they'll come back. The Flesh has a tendency to always come back anyway and reach the last phase. Surprisingly, Spore seems to thrive in this environment. This thing's still alive. And okay, skeletons are spawning. Zombies are spawning. No, it's fine. The mob camp was just probably full. Oh, that is dangerous for the Mies. They're all attacking. And the Mies have something very good with their AI. They are coordinated. A real army. This guy one-shotted his creeper. What the heck? They even have like air cannon. Oh, is that a spawner chunk? It is a spawner chunk. Okay, I was checking on Abomination and the injector is dead. Okay, the Mies have deployed the planes. I feel like they're gonna control a lot of the space around their colony. Bumble's on flashback. So we're gonna give Abomination a bit more distance and place another injector here, further away from aircraft. And give another chance to the Flash that hates. It still hasn't respawned yet, so we're gonna place another one and see if they can survive another time. And the Mies are building right now. They are expanding. Spore also seems to be thriving underground. Like, they just keep spawning stuff and murdering everything that spawns, even Abomination stuff down here. Wow. The Mies are doing a power move. They're placing a Mii Alliance territory right next to the mountain. Okay, there is so many aircraft here. Wait, I see a normal villager. Poor guys. Okay, the injector is still alive and their point hasn't moved a lot. It's gone up by 6 points. Not sure what they are supposed to kill to get some points, but they are not killing a lot. I wonder if blocks does anything. And Flesh I Hate is still alive and has a pretty big circle around here. And they are converting all of the blocks that is around here, except copper. Wait, exposed cut copper is not infectable. Okay, from up here we can have a really good and eye-burning view of what is happening. The Mies has grown a lot. The Flesh too. Spore has a spot right here that I place the mounts, and that's pretty much all they have at the surface, but they are thriving underground. And we have moved Abomination here, and they are starting to grow a bit more. They seem to be left alone right now, and they are able to grow and gain some points. They are at 206 points. Okay, the Mies are going on a crusade. Where are they going? Feels like I'm playing an RTS right here. Speaking of RTS, make sure you subscribe so I can try to fight the Mies with Ring of Nether. That would be a fun video. Let me know in the comments if you want that to happen. Okay, these Mies are definitely looking for something. I think this is a scout, the brown one. It's a scout party. And this could be very dangerous for the Flesh that hates. It is right next to it. It's dying on its own campfire. Never mind, they're done. Okay, I think Abomination has access to some new infected right now. There are some fish too. They have a lot of deep water adaptation. So being near a river like this is probably good for them, if they don't die to all the spore mobs. It's actually a good feeling to see the Abomination not like sprint towards world domination and actually take its time to infect and do something slowly. Alright, so they all seems to have set their foot somewhere. Is that a Wendigo? No, it's a Stalker. It's a Prey Wendigo. I always mix those two. Anyway, they all set their foot somewhere. The Spore is probably underground and everywhere. The Flesh has finally a home. Same for Abomination. This whole chunk is pretty much all red goop. And the Mies are building a fully defensible city, which means we're gonna let them go for a while and come back after a time lapse. And hopefully this world won't make the replay mod explode. But we'll see. Here we go. So a lot has happened during the time I was waiting for the time lapse. So this is what we already saw. And then the Flesh I Hate started to grow and then completely stopped about here. Meanwhile, the Spore and Abomination are growing drastically. There's a lot of stuff spawning underground we can't see right now, but there's some Spore spawning on the right side of the river. And then the Flesh reappeared and on the other side of the river, converted the water, started to grow exponentially fast. Meanwhile, Abomination almost converted the whole top of this time-lapse. While the Mies kinda stopped expanding, they seem to have reached like a limit on how big they can grow on this world, and Spores is completely silent right now. It is probably growing underground until there's a proto-hive mind spawning at the surface and completely taking over this area, while this is where Doom mobs started spawning for Abomination, and there's a big fire that spread on the Flesh, while at the same time, Calamity Farm Spore are spawning. And then it crashed, so we're here. There's Doom mobs. This is, I'm not gonna name that. And it's actually fighting the Spore, at least the bubble it's trying to get in. It's knocking and no one's answering. I kinda let it run maybe for too long. And when I came back, it crashed. Because I was in a D&D session and I kind of forgot about it, but here we are. At least something happened. Let's take a look. First of all, Abomination completely took all these chunks for themselves. Why can't they infect planks? That makes no sense. But anyway, wait, these planks are, but these planks aren't. Anyway, let's check the point. 1,500 points for Abomination. I have no idea what phase that is, but there's this in the sky, and it's not too laggy. I actually don't know if the spore is alive. Let's go see inside. The Proto is well and alive, but I think all the Calamity mobs are dead. There has been probably a Howitzer, judging by the amount of bile. The Mies are there, but there's no me where the me should be. So me think the Mies are missing. This is the old flesh area that did not burn, but it's dead. And this is a new area that did burn, and it's dead too. There's no sign of other flesh that hates in this world. Is this like the version of a sieger? Keeper. Kinda, yeah. What are you attacking? Emptiness? No, it's attacking the thing that makes the vein for the spore. How is that even seeing this? It's not supposed to be targetable. So yeah, bubbles successful. Look at the amount of vermogen. Let's see the flesh that hates. It is at 1,800 points. It did not even go beyond biogenesis. I guess the fire reduced a bunch of points here, because it was pretty huge at one point. Look at how big this area is. Like if we zoom out, this is so interesting. Okay, where is it? That is the sound of the incubator. Oh, again? Just like in last video, it chose to go... Bro can't catch a break. Why do you spawn on the bubble? From what I can see, unfortunately for the Mies, they are like spawning one at a time, but they can't do much. Have they even cut the wood? They have not. Alright, so this is my test world. This is where I tested if it would even work at all. And what I want to show here is the me actually mining the wood. So all the wood here was mined by the me. This is all... Well, it's now impossible because flesh and stuff, but from the bottom, from the bedrock, they just mined it. You could see the block just disappear with the particle effect and some Mies around. There's even like staircase down here, and surprisingly, it did not do that. Like I said, this is just a test. I placed a bunch of stuff and see what happened. I usually do that to know if the video is even possible in the first place. But anyway, let's go back. So if we look down here in our main world, there is... No, that's just a glass chunk. There is no... wood that is mined, but we can see the corruption of the spore. That's pretty nice. Okay, these giant things are fighting the Beloos. We've got an airborne fight. Unfortunately, there's no like Hindenburg or the dragon one. These things have a lot of HP, and I feel like they're losing against the Beloo. There are even more Doom Egg coming here. We've got a new incubator over there, and it reached the biogenesis phase again. Let's see if they can reach higher points here now that the war is over there. This is so interesting to see Abomination finally like be at the same level of the others. Wait, did we already lose it? The me just swooped in and killed the incubator. Like they're in the middle of a war, and they will go out of their way to just send an aircraft to kill the incubator. Yeah, it's dead. Now that we're late in the video and pretty much everyone is strong, let's see if we can just do this. Alright, and use the memory of the Alliance to boop, start phase 3 of the me. Now, this should boost their armaments and everything. What happened here? Wait, did the me mine this? They might have. There's like a... what? Okay, alright, so the me, of course, yeah, now they are no jokes. They're having a hard time hitting their own, like, boss thing. And then what we can do is summon the memory of Brooke Miller. Alright, so we have here one Verfall Drake that is... spinning! It's spinning. Not sure what it's looking for right now. But if we go here and do check entity, we can see that it's... it doesn't have a target, it's just there. Oh, I think it saw something. Yeah, there we go, there we go. We got some fight here. I wish they could go see these guys and fight them, but I think they're too far. And oh my god, the procedural animation is... oh! Look at the head! It's all stretched down. I don't know if it's the lag doing this, but it's so funny. But it is slowly making its way towards the Teufelskerl. Alright. I gotta take this in my own hand. Alright. Now we gotta fight. And I have a feeling 35 armor on the Turl something is actually going to make it win here. The wait, what is going on with the dragon? It's flying so weird. It's like jank versus jank right now. Yeah, Werfeldrake is losing. It looks menacing, it looks imposing, but the Werfeldrake seems to be kind of weak as a calamity. I thought the Shriek would do more than that. And it's dead. All its parts are falling down. Alright, so while these guys are spinning, over there's a new proto hive mind. And if I did my config correctly, we are supposed to be in a proto world right now. I've set it to 2 because we never see 3 anyway. And still no sign of an incubator for the flesh that hates. So let's just place one right here. Oh, they can't infect Blackstone. Well, whoops. What I meant is right here. There we go. Alright, well, I was just waiting for something to happen and it happened so quickly. The incubator cannot catch a beret. And then the specter dies in the thorn. That's for sure. Yep. I think for the incubator to survive, it needs to be like hidden within like a giant stone forest or something. Alright, Abomination has reached another phase. So let's see what's gonna happen now that they can probably infect a bit more by themselves. The Mies can still get rid of these guys for some reason. Oh my god. Okay, what is going on with their head? What is going on with their head? Anyway, we've got another Werfeldrake here. And the Mies are still building. One thing that doesn't help the Mies right now is that they can't aim at all. All their projectile are like mortar types and they just can't get him. So weirdly enough, for some reason, the Werfel is completely stuck. It's just standing there in the bile and it's not even destroying its own biomass. Maybe because there's crusted bile on top, I don't know. It's just standing there. Maybe if I go survival, something is shooting me and I don't even know what. Probably the Mies, in fact. Yup, probably the Mies. Oh, there's a Brokatse here, huh? I'm taking all the type of damage in the world. What is this advancement? Pregnant woman coming through. Encounter a Brokatse. Okay. Oh, we've got a Howitzer as well as the Draken. Now this is something. And it is a like radioactive one. I'm not sure what evolution is this for the Werfeldrake, but they're out. They're ready to roll. Let's see how destructive this is against the me. Because, yeah, these are some bunker buster bombs, I think. Okay, the Mies are getting destroyed here. Their structures are just getting torn apart. What is going on here? Is that a nuke? That's a nuke. Yup. It's... oh my god. I've never seen this one before. That was the nuke from the Howitzer, and for some reason, the cores are still here. The Mies will rebuild. Well, it's gonna take a while, like 100 years or something. And it really shows here how the teamworks really affect the thing. This Teufelskerl will die soon. The Howitzer is not even half health, and the Werfel is still almost full health. This thing is stuck in bile right now. The Mies here are just like the cityscape that is getting exploded while Godzilla and King Ghidorah are fighting. Yeah, Teufelskerl is going to die. 7 HP. It has Wither. It has like 7 different effects. It's blind, on fire. The Drake is not even fighting it right now. It's 1 HP. It's dead. Finally. They killed one. The Howitzer is almost dead. Wait, what killed? What did that much damage? It was like full life 5 seconds ago. Oh, there's a nuke. It's gonna heal back while it's waiting. And the flesh is on fire, of course. But we've reached a point where the lag is taken over. And the infection are kind of fighting in equilibrium. They will just come back. There's not gonna be a clear winner in this video, unfortunately. It is like that most of... Holy, this explosion, what? Did it die from that explosion? Where's the howitzer? Oh my god, what? It's dead from the explosion, I think. It's when it died, because I don't have Alex Cave, I think. Yeah, I don't have Alex Cave. So I think there's a compat with the nuke from Alex Cave, otherwise it's using its own nuke, and when it dies, it probably just goes kaboom. And unfortunately for the flesh, well, it's in constant state of spawning and dying. We've got another Varfaldrake dying to a Teufelskel without the howitzer that did so much damage. It's not possible for them to win. I don't even know if the random chunk did anything for this video, because at the end of the day they just ignored the chunk. I guess it prevented some mob from spawning at certain area. I also learned that some mobs can't spawn on certain blocks, like for example on diamond ore a mound can't spawn. It can only spawn up to a certain like hardness, and I guess diamond ore is too hard. Same for structure blocks. Prepare. Yeah, we're gonna let them have their fun. It's not dead. That surprises me a lot. The head. Oh my god, I'm gonna... Alright. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see in these infection videos, and as always, you're awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.